Hey, everybody, it's your friend James Shaw. Thanks for being here. Trust you're doing all right. I'm excited today. I'm excited because one of the joys of what I get to do every day is hang out with great people. And on the journey that I've had inside of Keller Williams to be an agent and a team leader and a bold coach and a maps coach, I've met really cool people along the way. And to watch who they have become over the years is cool to see. And we are going to meet somebody today who has come a long way. Friend, how are you? Introduce yourself to everybody.
Hello, I'm great. Thank you for having me. I'm Carli Meeks out of the Wilmington, North Carolina area.
And I'm happy to have you here. I don't know. Today's call is going to be awesome because you have built an organization that is phenomenal. We're talking about agent to agent referrals today, which is something you've really maximized, which is an opportunity a lot of people miss out on. We're going to go deep on your system to do agent referrals. You said that you paid out in referrals last year. How much?
Last year, as in 2022 specifically.
Yeah, 20. No, well, whatever the latest number you have. We are recording this in 2024, but what's the latest number you have?
2023 was right under 88,000.
You paid out $88,000 in agent referrals last year, bringing to you, triple that. So it's really cool to see, and we're going to go deep in that. But first, I want to go into your journey because you haven't always sold houses. You've been with Keller Williams in other seats. So tell us a little bit about you and your business and how you got to where you are right now.
Sure, yeah. 10, 11 years now, I was a full-time waitress in my hometown, itty-bitty hometown of Siler City, North Carolina, in the middle of nowhere. And I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I had an opportunity to move to Charlotte and become an administrator on a real estate team. And I wanted to learn the business from the inside out. Coming from a very scarcity mindset of a very low income family, I didn't know what I didn't know in the business world, especially at 20, 21 years old. So I had the opportunity to interview with a top team, and they hired me as an executive analyst on their team. And I moved from that team to another real estate team where I was a listing manager, a transaction coordinator, and then I was an operations manager. And then I moved down to Naples, Florida, where I became part of the leadership. So I started out as director of first impressions, and then I rolled into a director of agent services role. Lived there for a year, then moved to Asheville, North Carolina, where I was director of agent services there. And then that's where I decided to put my license to work. So I started as an expansion partner for a famous team out of the Carolinas. And that's where I started selling in 2018. I started in September of 2018 selling houses. And of May of 2019, my husband's job got transferred to Wilmington, North Carolina. So right as I was starting to get some traction in sales in 2018, less than a year later, we were uprooting and moving to Wilmington, North Carolina. And I didn't know anybody. I could count on one hand how many people I knew, which made me want to just tap even more into my agent database.
This is a wild story to me, Carli, because you and I met when you were director of agent services in Naples. I was doing a bold down there, and that's how we met. And I remember when you moved to Asheville and started the business, and we're cheering you on. But now you fast forward, you keep running from something because you keep moving. But,
running towards something.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is. So now you're in Wilmington. Your husband's there working, and you've established a business. In 2023, you and the team finished with what?
Gross commission income.
Sure.
Well, our team gross commission income from referrals specifically was $372,000.
$372,000 from referrals, and the total gross commission was near $900,000, if I remember right. Is that right?
For 2022.
Yeah.
Yes, we were in the 800s in 2022 for gross commission income. Gross commission income from referrals in 2022 was $451,000, and we paid out $102,000 in agent referral fees.
That's amazing. I'm just so proud of you for it, and it's really, really cool stuff. So here we've gone from a director of first impressions to a team that's really starting to get in the neighborhood of being an MREA team. And who knows when that might happen, but you're knocking on the door.
This year.
It's really, I hope it's this year for you. It's really exciting. You had to use agent to agent referral as a key to the business because you and your husband moved to Wilmington for his job, and you have zero network there whatsoever. So talk about how you chose that as one of your strategies and what your process was to really grow it.
Yeah, sure. So I knew that so far in my career, I had met a lot of agents through my database consisted of people from my hometown, which was a very low income area, agents between the agents in the Mooresville, Charlotte, Asheville, and Florida areas and the 5 people that I knew in Wilmington. So I was like, which area can I tap into to get money the quickest? Because to be clear, I jumped out of a salaried role from director of agent services into sales with no cushion, no SDIG. And it seemed like every time I saved some money, it all got wiped away with something that always came up. And moving to the Wilmington area, we rented a small 2-bedroom apartment, and we didn't really have a lot of money or a lot of savings. So I had to get into production pretty quickly. And so I was like, what is the best way for me to do this? And what is free? We always talk about leading with revenue and profit first. And so social media just became natural. I just started adding as many agents as I could on Facebook. I started following the trends. You can look in Command and see where people are moving to and from. There's other resources out there for other websites that you can follow where people are moving from, where money moves. And I started to go into these referral groups on Facebook and say, hey, I'm looking to connect with agents in Ohio, New Jersey, New York, California, the top states where people were moving from to my area. And I filled my calendar with 10 to 15-minute time blocks with real estate agents from those areas specifically, so that they could learn to know, like, and trust me, and that whenever an opportunity came up for my area, they were my supporter.
All right, so tell us about those 15-minute meetings and what you covered in that meeting and what you talked about. And I imagine you had a bunch of people like, no, thank you. So you had to reach out to multiple agents. But tell me about what that 15-minute meeting looked like.
I actually didn't have very many people that said no, because
Awesome.
we are in the sales business, and most people want an opportunity too. So whenever I came from the perspective of, yes, I'd like an opportunity in my area, but my call was more so about them. Tell me about your business, because I have family members and people that I know in some of those states as well. So whenever I came from contribution and I talked about how we could help each other, and I asked about their family, tell them about your business, tell them about your production. Is there anything I can help you with? What are you struggling with? What's your market like? And just starting to get to know each other and feel like we're more of friends and colleagues rather than just a stranger on the internet.
It's really, really smart. I think you're a genius. Tell me about how you knew which areas to go after.
So in Command, you can go into the referrals tab and you can see outgoing, inbound and outbound, I believe is what it's called. And you can see where those trends are. You can click on your city or any city and see where people are moving to and from. And then there's some other websites, like through the IRS website, I think it's called How Money Moves or How Money Walks or something like that. Where you can see where money is, most of the money in your cities and in your counties and even in your state, of where money is coming from other states.
Okay, so you're all in on Command and using that tool. Can you tell me kind of step by step how someone figures that out?
So you log into Command.
That's easy. Step 1.
On your toolbar on the left side, you have a button. And if you go down and take your cursor and hover over them, it'll pop up and it'll say a referrals tab. And after you go in there, there's a toolbar across the top, and I believe you just change one of the drop down menus to go to inbound or outbound, and then it will show a map on your screen. You click on your city or any city, and it will show you lines on the screen of where people are moving to. And on the right side of your screen, it'll label the cities and the states where most people are moving to and from.
I mean, this is smart. So let's just look at it. We're going to look at it right now.
Go for it.
All right, so we're gonna go, and I'm sharing my screen. Hold on, this is so exciting. It is not, well, we're not gonna show you. Maybe we're gonna show you. I'm trying to show you. Here we go. This is the one I want to show, but it's my thing is not working correctly. Let me second. Well, now I'm stuck. Hold on. Isn't this fun? Online. There we go. All right, I got it. Okay, so I'm in my Command right now.
Yes.
So I've gone in, I've clicked the referrals button, just like you told me to do. Then I clicked map. Mm-hmm. Now where do I go?
What's the drop down menu right there? Say
right here,
yes,
referral patterns.
There you go.
Right. So I click referral patterns.
And then, yeah,
if I want, I can go and click on my community. So I'm in the Tampa Bay area.
There you go.
So I can go click on Tampa. Maybe. Oh, I see. It's up here. So I go to Tampa, Florida, type it in the little search box. All right. And it's going to tell me this is where people are going. These are the outbound referrals right here. Right.
And then on your right side, it'll give you the percentages, the city and state.
That's amazing. So the number one place people move from Tampa to Atlanta for a referral opportunity is Atlanta. So right now, I would need, if I were selling homes in Tampa, I would need to know agents in Atlanta,
All of
Orlando,
them.
Palm Harbor is right here, Ocala, Tampa, St. Louis, Missouri, Jacksonville, Florida. Like, it's just giving me the list of where I need to know my people.
Well, time out for 1 second. Yep, there you
Yep.
go.
And now click the inbound.
There you go.
This is where they're moving from. But see, I need people in all the cities for the outbound. And yet, if I want buyer opportunity, I need to know they're coming. Number one is Orlando to Tampa. I need to be in relationship with agents in the Orlando area and then surrounding Tampa Bay area, Austin, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, and so on. How amazing is this? So you went in and put in Wilmington, North Carolina, right?
Yes.
And you clicked the button and you said, all right, I need people in Myrtle Beach, Charlotte, Tampa, Raleigh, Greensboro, Fort Mill, and so on.
And have people that are top of mind. So whenever people approach you and they say, hey, who do you know in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina? A name pops right into your head and you're able to spit it out so that you have the opportunity to be able to send out referrals too.
It's absolutely amazing. I'm so proud of you for it. It's definitely worked for you. And so what is the follow-up play so that when someone does have this opportunity, how do you remain top of mind?
So we send out monthly newsletters to all of our referral partners that are in our database. We have them all loaded into Command with tags as an agent. And then we also use MailChimp to send out those newsletters. And sometimes we do book giveaways and some things. And then basically just through social media, whenever I see their posts, I stay in touch. Whenever I am just scrolling my news feed, like we all are, whenever we're avoiding lead generation, we are scrolling through Facebook and we say, oh, so-and-so got married. Oh, so-and-so got engaged. Oh, they just got a new puppy. Or sometimes it's not so happy life events where a family member passed away or they lost a pet or whatever it is. I'll just screenshot it and send it to my assistant and say, hey, send this person a card. This is what they've got going on. And so I do touches like that. And then at the end of every year, we send out referral gifts to the agents that have sent us referrals. And then I'm also a big fan of rewarding the activity rather than the result, because we do get a lot of referrals. And just like with anything, there are conversion rates. So for instance, in 2022, we received 113 agent referrals, but we closed 38. But some of those 38 that we closed may have been referred to us in 2021 or 2022, where we do have primary residences in our market, but we are second home and investor heavy. And sometimes it takes years for those clients to convert. So you have a higher chance of converting some of these. But you do need to have a good volume of receiving referrals. And just because somebody sent me a referral that didn't close doesn't mean that I shouldn't reward the activity and the effort that they put in. Because just like with any lead source, sometimes they're not going to be able to get approved. Sometimes they may decide that they want to buy in Charleston or Charlotte or Raleigh or somewhere else outside of our market. But we want to maintain that relationship with that referral agent so that if they have other opportunities for our market or have a chance to send us business again, that they feel our appreciation and our gratitude.
Okay, I mean, it's first make doing business with you easy, and you've done that. You're keeping them updated on what's going on. You're thanking them for giving you the referral. You're letting them know what you do and where you are. You're adding value to them. I think a key is, my guess would be, you don't like your agent referral list in Command doesn't get an email like if you took a listing. The stuff that you send them is stuff that would be of value to them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The fastest way to get me to unsubscribe from your email is if you tell me if you took a new listing, right, in
Or invite you to
Johnson
an open
City,
house.
Tennessee. I do not care. I'm so proud of you, but I don't care. It clogs up my inbox. But if you email me about some strategy that worked for you to take a listing and how it might work for me too, then I'm probably more inclined to stay. So have you found there are certain emails or newsletter pieces that seem to get the most traction?
People like giving their feedback or to enter into a giveaway. So if we're reading a book or we're offering a giveaway with something, people like to respond to those.
I like it. Now, you have leveraged communities inside of KW as well. You're really active in YP and other things. Tell me about how important it is for you to network inside of KW.
Extremely important. So yes, I'm the president for young professionals for Wilmington. I've traveled to all of their events. I've gone to Nashville. I've gone to Savannah. Of course, we get together at Austin for Mega Camp and at Family Reunion. Gary Keller says that you may be flying across the country to see your friends. And I believe that that's true, that I've met some of my very best friends that live in other states whenever people are like-minded, and you can mastermind and talk to people and nurture that relationship outside of not being attached to any outcomes. I don't expect anybody to ever send me a referral, because I believe that we can all add value, maybe in different ways. And there's a lot of people that I value. I just haven't had the chance to send them a referral, and I don't put a value to our relationship just based off of that opportunity. But networking within that, and with KW Luxury, those are the main two that I network in.
If you add value to people, then the byproduct is opportunity for you. If we always lead with value and supporting others and taking care of them and helping them, then when an opportunity shows up, they're gonna pay that forward for you. And just like you said, you don't know when your opportunity is going to show up to send something to them, but you're going to add value to them either way. I think it's great. So, all right. So now, what advice would you give to an agent that says, all right, I want to get a little bit more purposeful about growing my agent referral network? What would you tell them?
The number one thing is to grow your Facebook friends to 5,000 as quickly as possible. That is the cap that Facebook gives you. And I coach a lot of new agents too. And I always tell them, it's great that you spent an hour designing that graphic, but who is your audience? Whenever you're posting, inviting somebody to an open house, or you're talking about your market or something you're celebrating, who's even seeing it? So if you have 100 friends on Facebook, you only have 100 opportunities, and all of them may not want to buy or sell or refer to you. So your Facebook friends list should consist of agents from around the country, so that you can develop those relationships and can continue, to nurture them, plus your local database and sphere. We do not need to be friends with 10 different mortgage lenders on Facebook. Pick your top 3. And make sure that the people that you are friends with on Facebook are quality, and that you do know them. You've sent them a message, you have talked to them, and being intentional about the people that you're friends with. And one thing that I would recommend doing is going into these Facebook referral groups and not spamming people, but asking for their permission to be referral partners with you, scheduling a phone call, sending them a message and saying, hey, I'd love to connect. Let me know how I can support your business. What are your goals for 2024? Right now, everybody's thinking about goals, because it's the first week in the new year. Ask them about their goals and how you can help support them, and everything will just come back to you.
You're a genius. I'm really proud of you. And it's been fun to watch this journey that you have been on. And I don't know, just keep doing it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any final thing you want to share before we roll out?
Yes, actually. Keep in mind that everything is time on task over time. Everything. And nothing happens overnight. There's no magic pill. There's no secret to success other than being resilient, staying consistent, and not giving up. I started in 2018. Here we are in 2024. My first year, I got 10 agent referrals. My second year, I got 22 agent referrals. These are not closed. I didn't track the first 2 years because it was just me and I did not have an assistant. So to be clear, 2018 to 2020, I did not track how many agent referrals I received. But I closed 2 my first year, 8 my second year, 22 my third year, 43 the fourth year, 5th year was 38, and then 32 was last year. So Gary Keller says you can be anywhere you want to be in the next 5 years. So keep focusing on year 5 and it will domino over time.
No doubt about it. I'm proud of you. Well done. Thanks for sharing your strategies with us today. And congratulations on the success. I'll see you at Family Reunion, I'm sure. And thank you to everyone for watching. She gave you exactly what to do. And especially if you're in a market like Carli, she's a second home and investor heavy market. So most people are coming from other places. Get into relationship with agents in those places to make your business a lot easier. Thank you. Proud of you. See ya.
Thank you. Bye.